I'ma be me. Same old cat, genuine OG. Man, they can't see me, but in that everything that I am, whoever will be. Come from the street, it's all like right time. Made me in my mind slowly. I'm purpose in this crazy world with my plan. In the world make it out to me. Man, I'm devils on my back, and I feel like I am king. I should've done what he said. Instead, I did what I did. I bring that block hard, hug that shit like a father hugging his kid. And you would never ever catch me slip. I always stay with the grip, but you would never know. The smile on my face was camouflage for the chrome, and that's how I play a role. In this concrete jungle, with a strong bury the weak and a cocky niggas get humble. It's impossible to try to step to this. I bury your mic and you next to it. It's impossible, cause I was born for this. And if you step in this world, remain cautious. Yeah. Project Bricks. It's a UNT thing. Shit. It's impossible. Look, man, I was born to be a rebel. Puerto Rican, blue eyes, light skin, I'm the devil. Who is it? I'm the Jake. I can tell when you look at me, it's written on your face. But I laugh as I walk by, cause I know who I am, homie, so don't try to play me on some petty shit, cause this could turn left real quick, and I'm ready, bitch. Cause I was born in the hood like you, took them same guns just like you, hug that same block just like you. But just cause I look different to you, it's impossible, I move different. Graduated from this hard living, sharing this gift is God-given. I'm painting the vision, so fuck with it. If not, then move along. Ain't nothing to see here but some bars and great songs. It's impossible to try to step to this. I bury your mic and you next to it. It's impossible, cause I was born for this. And if you step in this world, remain cautious. Yeah. Man, I'ma be me. Same old cat, genuine OG. Shit. Man, they can't see me, but an attitude adjustment is what saved me. And it came at the right time, cause I was losing my mind, slowly it declined. Trying to prove I belong in a world that don't fit. Man, I'm losing my...
Alright guys, everyone hear me okay? Got a lot of stuff going on. Our first live show with this. Here is the bracket, or some of the bracket. Sorry, you can't see all of it. My big head's in the way. We're gonna start with Pharaoh versus Zombie Dan. Second match will be Ken Washington versus George Cortez, one of our first round main events. We'll have Andrew the Blessing versus the Joker Logan. A debut. You just mad because you old as hell. The debut of Ghost versus Dion. Another debut of Checkmate, Morgan McCurdy versus Mr. Gray. We'll have Ben Frame versus Rob Anderson. Another debut, Nitro Ronald House versus Ryan Connor. And then our other main event for the evening, the Savior versus Kojax. So with that, let's get started with round one. If I could get there. And let's see how this goes. It's all that smoking you do. That's why your voice sound like that. So welcome everyone to Humble Beginnings, our first ever live show. It's different for us. You know, usually we record it, post it, but tonight we're live. We're brought to you by Humble Beginnings Clothing. Check them out on Instagram at HumblePhoto661. Y'all just mad that you old as hell. That's all it is. So here we have Zombie Dan. Pharaoh's already in the ring. I think Pharaoh won last week. I don't know. I don't have my notes in front of me. But I'm pretty sure Pharaoh won his match last week. And let's see how this goes. They just run into each other.
Yeah.
Scoop slam from Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Another scoop slam. Pharaoh just pick him up and throw him around. He don't care. He didn't make the tournament. So I just wanted to debut people, and some people had to not be in the tournament because I'm trying to get new blood in. So you know what I mean? I want new blood up in here, growing our roster. I got a couple other debuts that are coming in the next, probably next week. So, as Pharaoh just, with the giant swing, reverses that. And then a takedown from Zombie Dan. Drags him away from the ropes. And these matches better not be taken forever tonight, because 16 men, one night tournament, it's a lot of matches. The stars is, that's how I make money, my guy. So you send me stars, it's like 100 stars is like $1. So the more stars I get, the more money I get, basically. So that's how that helps me. That's what it is. So make sure, like, share, stars if you are inclined to.
5 minutes gone.
But let's just, you know, have some fun here. Yeah, I turned the speed up on this, cause that first night there was that tag match. Yeah, I think you gotta wait till I go live. So I'll try and go live tomorrow, George. If you for real. So, yeah, I had to turn the speed up. That's why we move a little bit faster. It's just crazy. Camel clutch from Pharaoh right there. So I'm trying to get people's in here. Go ahead, say what's up if you're in the chat. Ask questions, cause it's our first live show. If you don't know who these people are, Pharaoh's that great value Thanos looking dude. And he just kicked Zombie Dan. Zombie Dan is another Raze member. I'm a Raze affiliate. Zombie Dan is one of those. That dude be helping me a lot. So you check out his streams sometimes too. If you haven't checked out Pharaoh's and Mr. Gray's and Kojak's podcast, logged in, check that out. I put the link on my page. Go find it if you need it. We'll put you in here later. But check them out. And our music tonight is provided by Bricks. George Cortez, you see him in the chat. He provided the music for tonight, so check him out as well. Zombie down with the pin. 1, 2. No, not a 2. Just 1 count there. And just that brainbuster elbow drop right there. It's a popular move in UUW here. Yeah, logged in is a cool. I like it. It's fun. Oh, and a brainbuster to the post. Just chops him down. What's this? Spinning driver there. I don't even know what he calls that. The dinosaur buster, I believe that is called. Zombie driver. This could be over. That's his move. 1, 2. And he kicks out of the zombie driver. And he goes for it again. Another zombie driver. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised that Dan is taking it to Pharaoh like this. Speaking of podcasts, Undisputed Honor podcast should be coming here in a couple weeks. That's where we're going to cover UUW, National Honor Wrestling, and UNC Wrestling. So that's coming possibly this week, if not next week, hopefully. We had some delays in it, so keep a lookout. Keep a lookout for that one. And there it is, Dinosaur Buster again, but he's too close to the ropes. Oh, and the pounce. Pharaoh hit him with the pounce. See, how is Pharaoh going to follow up with a backbreaker there? But Dan is able to reverse into a suplex. Just back and forth strikes. Headbutt. Pharaoh looks tired. Pharaoh's getting tired here. This is only the first match. If he's tired now, what's he going to do in round 2 when he has to go against either Ken Washington or Bricks? But that's if he even gets past the Dan right here. Pile driver. And just jumps on the back of his head. Zombie Dan with that brain slam right there. I think he looked like Great Value Thanos. Let's see, that could be it. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and Dan with the upset. I don't know if Pharaoh's going to talk to me anymore after that. But I am really shocked on that one. So let's check this out right here. So let's switch this over. I really can't believe that Dan won that match, but that's his first victory in in UUW. And next up,
everything I ever was
Ken versus Bricks.
came from being in the mud.
And this feud
Money doesn't equal love.
goes way back.
I gotta feel my flesh and blood. I know that I gotta make changes. I ain't going back in that road. If it's over flesh and blood, I let the devil take my soul. Everything I ever was came from being in the mud. Money doesn't equal love. I gotta feel my flesh and blood. I know that I gotta make changes. I ain't going back in that road.
No more.
Everything I ever was came from being in the mud. Money doesn't equal love.
And here we go. Yeah, I got you, man, George. Pharaoh coming in late. Man, I don't know, guys. I don't know. Logged in. I'm gonna evaluate some stuff. I know I've been saying that, but I don't know why y'all losing. Um, that's crazy. That's crazy. We'll see how the rest of the logged in members. It could be. You don't know what happens behind the scenes here at UUW. Sometimes I don't know what happens behind the scenes here. Like random dudes just be you know, run into the ring and stuff. I don't understand it sometimes. Someone needs to get control of this show. And Ken Washington with the suplex, just taking it straight to Bricks, and he ain't playing, just poke him right in the eyes. Yeah, Ryan, you have a match. It's a little bit down on the card, but you do have a match. Most of us have matches. There's only like 2 guys that were left off the card tonight. So off the ropes, and it just missed. I don't know what Bricks was going for there, but he missed. Ken trying to end it early. I would just driving his legs into the mat. He's trying to set up for that mic drop, that power bomb into the sharpshooter. Running elbow drop there. It's forearm smash. Just these strikes, these powerful strikes from Ken Washington. Just not letting Bricks get the upper hand. Fireman's carry. Bricks need to follow up on these. Oh, lung blower there. Is it over soon already? No, Bricks able to kick out. But Bricks gets some offense in there, but then doesn't follow up. And he just allows Ken to keep beating his ass. Like, the elbow drop off the top. Maybe this could turn around for Bricks. Big splash, but not enough for even a 1 count. Bricks has not been able to hit a move at all, and he looks tired already. I don't know how Bricks' fat ass is tired. 5 minutes into the match already. Just still working on those legs. Lung blower again. Oh, what's up, Dante? Yeah, hit me up with that. If you have questions about that race, should get in, but yeah, hit me up and I'll help you with all that. DDT from Bricks. Can he follow up this time? No, he's too tired. Out of shape, smoking ass. You need to stop all that smoking. RVD, wannabe ass. Brandon is kind of like that actually. It is kind of like that old school feel. Kind of like No Mercy. Thanks for the follow. Yeah, that Japan, that flight, y'all wasn't ready for it. Having to fly all over. So for the new guys that don't understand what's going on, a lot of us are in different promotions. As I said in the last, so this is our Japan promotion. So we talk about like going to Japan and stuff, our wrestlers, and then they'll fly back and be in like in another game in another promotion. That's on YouTube. You can catch all that on my channel too, on my YouTube channel. I should probably start sharing it on my page. But George looks like he's putting in some offense there, but not strong enough to get Ken off his feet. Ken keeps reversing it. Ken with that elbow drop. Oh, just slams him on his face and going for the pin. 1, 2. Ken's able to kick out. George is too tired. Ken went for the spear. Oh, Ken stole George's move. That's a mic drop. That's George's finisher. George is able to tap out of his own finisher. Or, I mean, get out of his own finisher, sorry. And there it is. George showing him how it's really done. Is Ken going to give up here to the mic drop? Ken gets out. And there's the spear. This could be it. But Ken didn't go for the pin. Stretch muffler. I don't know why Ken didn't go for the pin on that spear. That's his move. Saying it's over. What's going to happen here? It's a running elbow drop. Oh, like a fisherman buster type move right there. These two are tied, and there's still 3 more matches. Thanks for the like, Brandon. Suplex from Ken. And just tosses him out of the ring.
3, 4.
We have a 20 count here in UUW. That's Japan style rules. Thanks for the like, George. Just kick to the gut there. Just that reverse choke slam into the pin. And a kick out at 2. And that's the match. That is the match. Ken Washington taps out Bricks with the Iron Claw. And Bricks loses, as Ken will go on to face Dan in the 2nd round. And George will get back on a plane to go smoke some more. Alright, so our next match that we have is going to be the Blessing Andrew versus the Joker Logan. These are 2 of our more colorful characters. So if y'all been watching Andrew, he be doing some offensive things to some people's that not a lot of people be taking kindly to. And Logan, there's just something wrong with him. Like, I don't know why he thought it was okay to walk out the house looking like that, but you know, here he is. His boots don't even match his outfit. So we'll see how this goes. Logan made a surprise appearance last week in the Battle Royal after wrecking havoc the last couple weeks. He interfered in a match with Dion to help Dion. He came out, we didn't know who he was, and then last week he revealed himself in the Battle Royal for the National Championship, which Ken Washington won that title, defended it here tonight, and moves on. So Ken Washington has a chance to become a double champion. So will he make history, be the first ever national champion and the first ever world champion, and do it at the same time? I think that's history right there if Ken can pull that off. We'll see how these two go. Just forearm to the chest and an ankle lock there from the Blessing. Spinning arm breaker, goes for the pin way too early. I don't know why he thought that would end that. Maybe that's why they call him the Joker. It's a running clothesline. A jawbreaker from Logan, and just wipes his shoes on the Blessing's face. Back and forth strikes. Logan gets the better of that. And what's Logan have plans here? Just a running, like, palm to the face, I guess. And here it goes. The nightmares from Andrew. That's what I'm talking about. Sort of offensive stuff Andrew be doing to people.
Gone.
They don't really appreciate it, but Andrew considers it a blessing. And everybody wants to be the first ever Undisputed Underground World Champion. And they're giving it all they have in this first round. But there's still more rounds to go. This is a one-night tournament, 16 men. So tonight we will be crowning our first ever national champion. Andrew just slams him down. And just a low blow. But I wonder, because the Joker is kind of weird, if he takes as much offense to Andrew's antics as the other wrestlers here in UUW. And the Joker is able to kick out at 2 there. Jumping headbutt, pulls him away from the ropes. Off the ropes, and just running knee. I don't know what Andrew was waiting for. And the Joker returns the favor. I almost feel like the Joker is having fun in this match with Andrew. There it is, just a sweeping DDT. And another DDT. I mean, I would say that Andrew's trying to kill some brain cells, but judging by the way that the Joker looks, I don't think he has many to kill. Straight punches. Pulls him away from the ropes. And he's going for it again. Andrew has actually won matches with this move. Just people can't take it. And they give up. It's just too much for them to handle. What's Andrew have plans here? Waiting for him to get up. Flying crossbody.
Gone.
But Logan's too close to the ropes there. And again with that low blow. Andrew got in mind here. And just a running buster there. Fisherman style buster. But Logan's able to kick out at 2. And there was the happy ending. And picks him up to slam him back down into a pinfall. And Logan's still able to kick out even after Andrew's finisher, the happy ending, and a spinning powerbomb. Logan has a lot of fight left, but Andrew looks to be getting tired. I don't know how he's going to last the rest of the night. It's a gut buster, dropping Andrew down on both knees. Oh, what did he pull out? Just raking at Andrew's face. And again with some brass knucks. The Joker is just pulling out all the stops here. But Andrew reverses to a belly to belly and goes for the nightmare again. I'm surprised the Joker is lasting this long. He's taken 3 of those just straight to the face. This match is really something else. Back and forth strikes here. Drop kick from the Joker lifts him up. And a low blow. These two are just pulling out all the stops. Choke slam from Andrew. What does he have planned? Oh, reversal from Joker. And then a low blow. Another low blow. I don't think either of these guys are going to have kids after this. But I'm not sure who would have kids with the Joker to begin with. Another belly to belly suplex. What does Andrew have planned? Off the ropes. And just a running clothesline takes him down. Uppercut. Off the ropes again. Andrew better be careful doing all this running. To wear himself out for round 2. DDT from Andrew. Pulls him away. Brass knucks again. With giant knuckles just straight to Andrew's face. Another reversal. Pulls him away from the ropes. That's smart. Andrew got plans. Not much. There it is. Combination cutter. Takes him out at the legs. What does Andrew have planned? Oh, just straight shoulder tackle. Andrew better do something quick to be able to catch some breath. Now, why has this guy not been disqualified yet? He's brought out all kinds of weapons. Pop-up powerbomb. Sledgehammer to the back. Andrew was really tired, but Logan will not stay down. Another low blow. There it is, the hip swivel. That's usually the call to the end of this match. But Logan reverses into a jumping fisherman buster.
20 minutes gone.
Logan goes for the miss, and he missed. That's a funny way to say that. That clothesline again from Andrew. And Andrew's tired, he can't follow up. Back and forth there. Strikes back and forth. Drop kick from Logan. Another low blow. Gosh, this match. Brandon, it really is, actually, to be honest. This game is probably the best. And Andrew is able to pull it off with that cross arm powerbomb there. So Andrew moves on to round 2. In an amazing match. That has to be match of the night candidate right there. So we will see who Andrew faces in round 2 in our next match. So we have a debuting Ghost versus Dion. Oh, here we go. Alright. Okay, so making his way to the ring right now is Ghost. He is debuting here tonight. This is our first. Yeah, this is our first of 3 debuts. This is his first night here in UUW, and he will be taking on Dion, who's had some success here in UUW. So we'll see how this match plays out. I forgot to... Sorry guys. Technical difficulties there. Alright, here we go. Ghost in the blue and gold making his debut here tonight in UUW. Versus Dion, who we have seen in the previous weeks. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Should work better. And there we go. So, let's see what Ghost has in him. Ghost can make history here by debuting and winning the title in his first night. Chop to the chest from Dion. Just straight knees to the face. An ankle lock from Dion. Dion pulls him away from the ropes into more ropes and just hits him with that scorpion lock. And Ghost with the crossface style there. Hurricanrana. Back and forth strikes. Ghost is like a kind of like a power dude, power guy, but also does a lot of luchador style stuff. You know, kind of like a, I don't know, like an Apollo Crews, Cedric Alexander type. It's powerful, but also quick. Goes off the ropes here.
5 minutes
Oh, there's a
gone.
hard chop from Dion. And just runs him over. Just with a running knee. Dion off the ropes with the low drop kick straight to Ghost's face. And a face crusher from Dion. Running elbow drop. Brainbuster elbow drop from Dion. And running with that drop kick again. Both of these guys are trying to make a name for themselves. As Dion has been around, but not much going yet. I think Dion has his sights set on the tag team titles with Logan, depending on what happens throughout this tournament. And Ghost is just trying to make an impression, since this is his first night. Running knee, and just Ghost collapse in the corner, but he's able to follow up with a spinning neck breaker, and then a dragon screw, another dragon screw, just taking out Dion's knee. And a reverse Samoan drop into a, I don't know what you call that submission. Just tied him up. And the stunner, that could be it. That's Dion's move, a stunner out of nowhere. But Ghost is able to kick out. Oh, and a go to sleep from Dion. That rocked Ghost a little bit. He's able to get to his feet, but not able to capitalize right away. And takes Dion's knee out. And here it is. A spinning Mysterio bomb there. But Dion's able to kick out. A backbreaker from Dion. Just trying to slow down Ghost. Not letting him build up any momentum. And that reverse Samoan drop again.
10 minutes gone.
And there it is. The Ghost Crusher. But Dion was too close to the ropes to follow up for that pin. Hits him with a armbar there. What does Ghost have planned? An exploding suplex from the top rope to the floor.
3, 4, 5,
But a stunner to the outside.
7, 8, 9, 10.
If this match ends in countout, then both these guys are eliminated.
14.
Ghost has taken 2 stunners. That's Dion's finisher there. He's taken 2 stunners, but he's still standing. And a pop-up cutter. But Dion has also taken the Ghost Crusher.
1, 2.
Both these guys are still going. And there it is, the 3rd stunner. That has to be it. But Dion picks him up. He didn't go for the cover. I don't understand why he doesn't go for the cover. Dion pulls him away from the ropes and goes for that running dropkick again. I think Dion needs to look to go for a pin. A go to sleep and still doesn't go for the cover. It's a spinning DDT. A gorilla press into a pin. That's innovative. And then a submission. It's a hard chop again. Both of these men have hit their moves, but they're still standing. But they're not going for very many pinfalls either. Fall away slam and going for that cradle lock right there that Ghost submission. Dion looks tired, but he's able to get a power slam into a pinfall. And Ghost is able to kick out barely, but there's a rock bottom. And Dion goes for another pin and ends it with the rock bottom. What a match from these two. What a match. That was a great showing from Ghost at his first match here at UUW. And Dion advances to round 2. But I'm excited to see what Ghost has in store for Undisputed Underground Wrestling. And our next match is going to be another debut. Checkmate versus Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray, you still in the building? He was in here earlier threatening to riot if he didn't win. Was logged in, but stay losing. And here he is, Checkmate, making his first walk down the aisle of UUW. Debuting here at Humble Beginnings. Make sure you visit Humble Beginnings on Instagram. Humble Photo 661. Look them up. They got some pretty cool clothing there. Also Raised Energy, which I'm going to need one of those here shortly, because these matches are taking everything out of me. There's Mr. Gray in the purple, trying to get on a winning track here. Logged in, hasn't been doing too well over here in UUW. They run it. They do pretty good in UNC. They've been given GMO, which is the Wolfpack over here, Savior, Ken Washington, Ben Frame, and Andrew. They give them a run for their money over in UNC. And Kojak's, I believe he won a title on his first night in National Honor Wrestling, but out here in Japan, it's a whole different beast. And they haven't been able to get their footing in. Let's see how Mr. Gray can do against a debuting Checkmate. And Pharaoh lost earlier to Zombie Dan. So we'll see how this goes. Kojak's in the chat talking mess. And his match with the Savior is still to come. That will round out our first rounds. So this is what we have in UUW. We have big matches in the first round. Everybody's a contender. Or I shouldn't say everybody, because we do got a couple of jobbers. Ben Frame in the building, y'all. Ben, your match is next. Checkmate with a hip toss. And just punches to Mr. Gray. Tombstone from Checkmate, and he goes for that Texas Cloverleaf.
Five minutes gone.
Are those jobbers? They seem like they are over here in Japan. It seems that way. Power driver from Mr. Gray off the ropes, and just an elbow drop to the back of Checkmate's head. And a double underhook suplex right there. Arm chop suplex, I should say. Spiking Hurricane Rana. Just that step over crossface from Mr. Gray. Mr. Gray doesn't look like he's playing around tonight. He's trying to get a win. Boston Crab from Checkmate. Checkmate with that arm breaker. Into a camel clutch. Sweeping DDT. And there it is again. A lot of submissions from Checkmate here. Just trying to wear down Mr. Gray. It's a running chop. And that chat is picking up. That roll through figure 4 lock right there. So it's a world backbreaker from Mr. Gray. With that jump spinning DDT. Double arm DDT and going for that roll through leg lock right there again. Mr. Gray is not playing. I have not seen this fire from Mr. Gray in a long time. Further breaker into a pin. Kick out. Tilt-a-whirl. Backbreaker, a couple stomps. Morgan is trying to end this early. Tombstone power driver again. Could that be it? And into the submission. But too close to the ropes. Ref calls for the break. And another tombstone. Running face crusher. And just takes him out with that clothesline. Again with that spiking Hurricane Rana. Backdrop suplex. Let's see, can Mr. Gray follow up with it? That vertebreaker into the pin. Another kick out. There it is, combination cutter. And another kick out from Checkmate. And another tombstone. I'm beginning to wonder if Checkmate knows any other moves. With the devastating chokeslam. And Mr. Gray is able to kick out as well. There it is again. Yeah, Pharaoh lost. Kojax, I don't know why you expected anything more from him. Do what you do, Ben. Pedigree, that's his move. Swinging neck breaker. Oh, there it is. That's Checkmate's move right there. But Mr. Gray is able to kick out. Slams him face first out of that suplex. Again with that spiking Hurricane Rana. And Mr. Gray takes out the ref. Let's see what happens here. It's back and forth action. Spin kick, and then Checkmate returns to the clothesline. The ref is back up though. There really is, Kojax. It really is. Tag team division is coming up here in the next couple weeks, so hopefully you guys can get together as a team. We gotta figure out how we should do the tag team division as well.
20 minutes gone.
Start getting our teams together, picking your teams. And that's it. Mr. Gray tapped out. Mr. Gray tapped out to a debuting checkmate. Logged in is not having the best of time over here at Humble Beginnings, with Kojak's being their only hope to move on. I mean, Ben, they're still here, so I have no idea, guys. I am going to look into stuff. I don't know why. I'll send you guys the I will send you guys the parameters, the skills, all that stuff so you can see it's fair. I'll double check it again. All that. I do not understand what's going on. But here, coming up right now, we have Ben Frame versus Rob Anderson. And here we go. So the winner of this will go on to face checkmate in round 2. It happens. It happens. Like, not everyone could be me and be on top in all promotions. But, you know, it is what it is. It's Rob Anderson right there. Let's see what Ben has in store here for Rob Anderson. Headbutt. And just straight with the punches. Just taking it to him right off the bat.
Bang, bang.
Those bang bang kicks. I mean, you are right now, Ben, but I am a major player. I don't be jobbing out on a weekly basis like Logged In does. Pulls him away from the ropes and just with the knee to the arm there. Ben with the super kick into a anaconda vice of sorts. Rob Anderson trying to end this match early. He's trying to catch Ben off guard with the quick pin. Logged In still has a chance, Mr. Gray, to win or to do something tonight. But, I mean, those chances are slim since Kojak does have to go up against the Savior. And a pin from Ben Frame right here. And that claw. We seen Ken Washington win with that claw earlier. As he beat Bricks. Which I think Bricks lost and went home. I don't know if he's still in here. We got feuds on feuds going on in the chat. Like I said, if you guys are just joining the chat, this is Undisputed Underground Humble Beginnings, our live show. We'll be doing a monthly live show. Otherwise, check us out weekly. Every Thursday night, I post the weekly Undisputed Underground wrestling show. Thursday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 Pacific. Once a month we'll be doing a live show like this. And there it is, Black Mass. This could be over, but Ben doesn't go for a pin. Don't know why he wouldn't go for a pin there. So guys in the chat are talking about other promotions as well, because most of us are in different promotions. I will link those up on my page as well. You have National Honor Wrestling. You could check that out on Ken Washington's YouTube channel, Ken Washington. You have UNT Wrestling. You could check that out in the UNT Facebook group. Just search UNT and you'll be able to find it. And Ben Frame beats Rob Anderson with the Black Mass. I gotta thank you for ending that quickly, Ben, so I don't have to talk so much. Tired of these 20-minute matches. Oh. So coming up next, we have Ryan Connor. Is Ryan still in the chat? Ryan, your match is coming up right now. Ryan Connor versus debuting Ronald Howes. Ronald Howes goes by Nitro. So our third and final debut of the night. And we'll see if another first rounder can get through, or another debut can get through, or if the veteran here, Ryan Connor, can get this win. Now Nitro here is a fighter, a lot of strikes, a lot of punches, and Ryan Connor is more of a high flyer type wrestler. Thanks for the like, Ryan. Appreciate it. Here we go. Remember to check out our sponsors. Our sponsor here tonight is Humble Beginning Clothing. And this is our Humble Beginnings, our first live show. Next month, we will bring you our second live show. I don't have the date yet. Thanks for the like, man. I gotta check my schedule because I'm starting work and school. And I might have to move the live shows to like a Saturday instead of our weekly Thursday. The weekly show will still air on Thursdays. I don't think I'm gonna change that, but the live shows might have to be on a weekend. But our next live show is going to be Logged In, brought to you by the Logged In podcast. They will be bringing our second show, our second live show. That will be Logged In. All that stuff will come. Info on that will come shortly. So thanks for all the lights, guys. Thanks for the share, man. I appreciate it. That's how we grow. Like it, share it, because I'm trying to grow all of us here. Logged In, you guys, you know I got you. Even though y'all be losing on the show, y'all winning with that podcast. And you know I got you guys. So it's all support, all love, until we get in that ring. And Ryan with that bow and arrow. So guys from Logged In, get with me. I think Freddie sent me the logo already. I got that. I'll be creating a ring for you guys. So I'll be creating all that. If you want something special at the... Oh, a jumping tombstone, and that's his move right there. Let's see, can Ryan kick out?
5 minutes gone.
And Ryan is able to kick out of that. But yeah, let me know if there's something special you guys want to do for that event. We'll try and figure it out. So we'll do it in about a month, maybe around the middle of September. So we'll get together and discuss that. And then that way you guys can plug it on your show too. Ryan with the reverse tombstone there. Rano just takes him to the corner with a running back elbow. And then a low blow from Nitro. Alright, yeah, Ben. Post your link.
Keep up. Keep up. Keep
That
up.
Viper hold crossface style move from Nitro right there. And an Insiguri from Ryan Connor into the pin.
2.
Just a 2 count.
Yeah.
That driving buster right there. Oh, excuse me. Just a striking combination. Cause Ryan, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. You should already know. Corey, yeah, I checked out Hyperspace. Remember, I told you we need to link up on there. We need to play that. I don't know if anyone else has played it. Ben, I don't know. It doesn't look like that's the link. That's just the name of your page. But check out Hollowed Souls Gaming. I'll post a link. I'll share your page later.
10 minutes gone.
Let's see, what do we have here? A straight body blow right there. Just punch to the stomach. And then European uppercut combination. Alright, if it does, then cool. It doesn't show on my end over here. Maybe it will on the
1, 2.
in the Facebook chat, because I'm not viewing the Facebook chat.
Yeah. 1, 2.
Oh, a short arm clothesline from Ryan right there. And then Ryan with the walls of Jericho.
Keep up.
Ryan looks tired.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Both of these guys trying to catch their breath. What does Ryan have planned? A pedigree from Ryan. Just back and forth strikes. Another pedigree. Nitro's able to reverse it into a running low drop kick to the knees right there. Trouble in Paradise from Ryan, and another pedigree. There it is. There's the pin. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2. Submission hold there, bow and arrow into a dragon sleeper. Just rapid body blows from Nitro. Ryan trying to end it with that kick. Nitro with the dancing elbows. And another body blow. Ronald looks tired. If Nitro doesn't put this match away soon, I don't know if he's going to last. And there it is again. Dancing elbow strike. Elbow to the back of the head and a bro kick to the back of the head. There it is, Fisherman Death Valley Driver style maneuver. To the top rope and a moonsault double stomp and then a flipping senton, and just the combination of top rope moves. And a diving cutter to a dragon sleeper, and that's the match. Ryan Connor moves on to the second round. And Ryan Connor moves on to face the winner of Kojak's.
I gotta go regain control. Life is spiraling, I gotta get a hold. Never fold, never let them see you cry. Keep a smile mile wide, fake it till you make it. But in my case, I had to fake it and embrace it. A life I wasn't comfortable embracing. It just wasn't me, but there were bills that needed paying. So I had to get scheming, and I had to get the playing. On a very thin line between freedom and a state pen. Good life or a great pen, a Marriott or a day's in. It could've gone either way, this jungle's unforgiving. Tough luck, but we lived it. Tough love made us get it. Made us men who ascended, and most of all respected. Respect this. Everything I ever was. I gotta go regain control. Life is spiraling, I gotta get a hold. Never fold, never let them see you cry. Keep a smile mile wide, fake it till you make it. But in my case, I had to fake it and embrace it. A life I wasn't comfortable embracing. It just wasn't me, but there were bills that needed paying. So I had to get scheming, and I had to get the playing. On a very thin line between freedom and a state pen. Good life or a great pen, a Marriott or a day's in. It could've gone either way, this jungle's unforgiving. Tough luck, but we lived it. Tough love made us get it. Made us men who ascended, and most of all respected. Respect this. Everything I ever was. I gotta go regain control. Life is spiraling, I gotta get a hold. Never fold, never let them see you cry. Keep a smile mile wide, fake it till you make it. But in my case, I had to fake it and embrace it. A life I wasn't comfortable embracing. It just wasn't me, but they
Scared. He was trying to get out of this match. He was trying to get booked in UNC and NHW. As I say, please book me tonight so I don't have to be at Humble Beginnings. But since those promoters are here, they didn't have anything going on. And here he is, the savior of all wrestling promotions, the savior of NHW, the savior of UNC, the savior of Undisputed Underground, the savior. And this rivalry, for those of you guys that don't know, this rivalry goes way back to the beginning of UNC. And UNC has been in existence for, I don't even know what year they're on now. 6, 7, something like that. And this rivalry right here has been going on the whole time. That entire time. World title defenses, tag title defenses, intercontinental title. All the titles have come into play in this feud. It's crazy. Gmo versus Logged In. It's this feud just between the three promotions. This is the lifeblood of all of them, probably. Without Gmo versus Logged In, you don't have UNC. You don't have UUW, and pretty soon it's going to take over NHW. And I don't know. I don't know if Ken Washington is ready to book the rivalry of Gmo and Logged In. I don't think he's ready for that. He handed the booking over. He said, these guys coming in, I don't want to do it. Yo, Kojax, y'all whoever loses, like whatever side loses, that's you. Especially over here in Japan. Y'all on the losing side. We the winners, y'all the losers. That's you could change it, name it however you want. But that's really what happens here.
5 minutes gone.
And here we go, suplex from Kojax. The sliding lariat right there. And just a spinning back punch, and then lifts him up just to knock him back down. And it hits him with that sliding lariat again. Oh, there it is, a sacrifice out of nowhere. This could be over. This could be over early. And Kojax is able to kick out, and there it is again. And Kojax is bleeding. Kojax, you need to stop bleeding on my ring, man. I'm gonna start taking that out of your pay. You start bleeding on my ring. Just all the time. It seems like you bleed more than Samoa Joe.
5, 6.
He got
7,
blood all over the arena.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Look at that.
12, 13, 14,
Better not be COVID blood either.
16.
But multiple sacrifices have come from the Savior to Kojax. But Kojax is standing tall, which is sort of surprising, to be honest. And Kojax has to take out the ref. No choice. But a step-up axe kick. And then that leg lock into that chin lock. I don't even know what that's called. Almost like a STF. Reverse into the suplex. Running leg drop. Pulls him out away from the ropes. He taunts. Could this be it? What does Savior have in store? Kojax tried to sneak in a suplex, but it was reversed. A Hurricanrana from Savior there. Roll through double stomp. And the spinning Canadian Destroyer there. Savior really likes to taunt. Or maybe it's just because he's fighting Kojax. I don't know. But it goes for those taunts a lot. Back and forth strikes. Punch, kick, punch, kick. Savior says it's over with that Enziguri. And a running Faymaster almost, but Kojax stood right up, but then gets a code breaker for his troubles. And there it is again. And there it is, a Kojak hammer. That move is devastating. Kojax with the pin. 1, 2. And kicks out barely. I told you that move, that Kojax hammer. That is a devastating maneuver right there. Spinning senton there. Off the ropes. Jump spin DDT. Kojax complaining that was 3. Obviously it wasn't. That was close. I thought it was over, to be honest. I was gonna have to end the tournament. Oh, and Kojax with the sacrifice. No, it can't end this way. It can't end with his own move. Oh, and he kicks out. Yo, I thought it was over again because I was not about to lose. Savior, if Savior would have lost to his own move, I would have ended the tournament early. We would not have a champion. I would fire Kojax.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Someone better get back in the ring.
16.
They're really utilizing that 20 count to its full potential there. And a stunner from Kojak, but he can't follow up. That running axe kick, step up axe kick, but Xavier is tired. Couldn't follow up. Both these men are giving it everything they have in this first round. How much will they have left? Oh, the vertical DDT drop. How much will they have left going into the second round when they have to go face Ryan Connor?
1, 2.
Kick out at 2. There it is again. Step up axe kick. To the top rope one more time. A Dragon Rana.
2.
And a kick out at 2. I mean, no one ever wants to lose, but I know especially Kojax does not want to lose to the Savior. Like I said, this rivalry is way too much. Submission there. The ref is even bleeding. This match has a referee bleeding. This is an insane match. Match of the night candidate here. I thought it was going to be Logan and Andrew, but this match right here, this would be a main event anywhere. Like I said, this match has main evented UNT before, but here in UUW, it is the opening round match. These guys just giving it everything they have. Just tosses him out of the ring.
1, 2,
What does he have planned for him out there?
4.
And just toss him back in the ring, just saying, I can do whatever I want with you. And back out of the ring.
1, 2, 3.
Outside moonsault.
5,
Shades of the Ultimo Dragon. And a sacrifice to the outside.
9.
I don't know why the Savior just didn't leave him out there.
12,
X Factor
13,
rolls back in the ring. But Kojax isn't far behind. I think that's, what, three sacrifices or 4 sacrifices Kojax has taken, but he's still standing. 23 minutes. I believe this is the longest match of the night here so far at Humble Beginnings. And there's the sharpshooter, and that's the match. The Savior beats Kojax with the sharpshooter in one hell of a match. That match, wow. I thought Kojax had it there at times. Savior was able to pull it out. As we move on to round 2 of our Humble's Beginning World Championship Tournament. As soon as that sharpshooter was put on, I knew it was coming. It was just too much. I need more water. Or a raise. Yeah, that was match of the night candidate right there. That or Logan and Andrew had one hell of a match, but I think non-biasedly, I think that match right there took it. So we're gonna take a short break. I'm gonna jump off camera real quick. I'm gonna go get me something to drink because that was a lot, and we will get started with round 2. And I have a guest commentator with me, so we will be right back in a few moments. So until then, here's some music from Bricks with Devil Take My Soul, the theme song for Humble Beginnings.
Everything I ever was came from being in the mud. Money doesn't equal love. I gotta feel my flesh and blood. devil take my soul. Everything I ever was came from being in the mud. Money doesn't equal love. Gotta feel my flesh and blood. I know that I gotta make changes. I ain't going back to that road.
No more
If it's over flesh and blood,
flesh and blood.
let the devil take my soul.
Shit. I gotta go regain control. Life is spiraling, I gotta get a hold. Never fold, never let them see you cry. Keep a smile mile wide, fake it till you make it. But in my case, I had to fake it and embrace it. A life I wasn't comfortable embracing. It just wasn't me, but there were bills that needed paying. So I had to get the scheming, and I had to get the playing. On a very thin line between freedom and a state pen. Good life or a grave end, a Marriott or a day's end. It could've gone either way, this jungle's unforgiving. Tough luck, but we lived it. Tough love made us get it. Made us men who ascended, and most of all respected. Respect this. Everything I ever was, in the mud. Equal love. That's right. Make changes. No more. Flesh and blood. Take my soul, take my soul. Take my soul. Take my soul, take my soul. Let him take my soul. Look. Everything that I am or ever will be came from these streets. This hard life is what raised me, made me and gave me a purpose in this crazy whirlwind of a planet. To make it out is amazing. The devil's on my back and I feel like I am caving, giving into this madness. Feel like I'm going crazy, and maybe I really am, or maybe I'm just lazy. Letting my fears take the wheel and keep me determined.
All right, we are back. Had to go get me a Raise Energy, our affiliate there. Use my promo code at repsports.com. Use promo code EATON to get 15% off. If you're looking for an energy drink that works, that's the one. And I've tried them all. They also have workout stuff, pre-workouts, all that kind of stuff. So go visit them. Also, our other affiliation, No Name Nerd, logged in members. I wanted to talk to you about that because we should get you a jersey, a logged in jersey, custom made, logged in jersey with your logged in logo on it. So hit me up for details so we can figure out how to get that going for you guys. As we go into round two, I'm actually going to take my headset off. Let me know if you guys can hear us. Hopefully, because I do have Checkmate in the building to help me with commentary for round two. Yeah, hit me up, Kojax. Hit me up with that so we can talk about that. But I was thinking that would be a great idea for you guys. That'd be fun. I'd probably buy a logged in jersey as well. I got a couple other streamers that I'm gonna buy their jerseys with their logos, or they're gonna send it to me and stuff. We're gonna exchange them. So I'll wear a logged in jersey on stream too, on camera. You know, like I got my Rays shirt right here. I'll wear the jersey. So all love on that, guys. So we'll figure that out. But as we go, let's get started with round two. We have Ken Washington versus Zombie Dan. And like I said, Ken is already the national champion. Wrong one. Sorry, technical difficulties. Is WCW up in here. Sorry about that. You know, WCW 2000. We're working on it. I mean, could be worse, I guess.
Could be 2020 WWE.
Yeah, could be no crowd. I think we have more audience right now in this chat, in this stream than the WWE has at their live events. But as I said, Ken Washington is our national champion, and he can become the first ever world champion as well. We'll see how this goes. Zombie Dan, I believe, picked up his first victory in UUW in round one when he beat Great Value Thanos. Oh, I'm away from my mic a little bit. Oh, there we go. Hopefully that does that help. If not, I will turn my mic volume up here.
Keep up.
Alright, is that better? I'm a little bit further from my mic so I could get some help from commentary. So hopefully that works.
So Mr. Kane can be potentially carry both the national title and the world title.
Yeah, he can, and he'll be the first ever at both of them. He'll be the first ever, yeah, the first ever double champion, first ever champions. Like, he can just make straight up history, which would be crazy for him to do that in my promotion, because we have a love-hate relationship. We've been tag champions in other promotions. We've been enemies, feuding and back and forth. And here he is as my first ever champion, and just like, I couldn't believe it when he won that battle royal. And there's the Spirit trying to end this early. Just back and forth strikes. Just sledgehammer to the back. Zombie Dan putting up a fight right there. Another back. And Ken has been going to the top rope. I gotta remember, I have a partner here. I did the first round by myself.
Yeah.
Ken is going to the top rope tonight. It's kind of unusual for him of a power wrestler, but he's pulling out all the stops.
And he wants both those titles. He wants all the titles to himself.
He is kind of selfish like that, to be honest. And there's the zombie driver. Could this be over early?
Oh.
Kick out at 2. Dan is really coming through tonight. Dan is surprising some people. A lot of people are already making it through the second round. Hit that zombie driver. It could have been over, because Ken did have a hard-fought match against Bricks in the first round. And there it is, just that brain slam right there.
Oh.
The reverse lung blower, and there's the iron claw. Oh, that's a pin. We saw Ken Washington tap out George Bricks to that iron claw earlier, but that was more of a pinning combination from the iron claw instead of the submission.
And Ken is really utilizing the top rope tonight. And again.
I think he only knows one move from the top rope now. I really don't understand why he just keeps going there, because now he got tired. I mean, up and down, up and down. It could be. And if he heard you say that, he'd be mad, because John Cena is his favorite wrestler. Isn't that right, Andrew?
Well, John Cena has 5.
That's right. And there's a crossface, and that is the match.
Oh, my goodness.
That's the match. That's over quickly. Zombie Dan taps out as Ken moves on. Wasn't much happening there, but Ken moves on to the next round, where he will face the winner of Andrew, the Blessing, and Dion. So Andrew, here comes your match right here. Another colorful character. I mean, you took out Logan in the first round, and now can you take out his partner in the second round? Here he comes to the ring, Andrew, the Blessing.
Yes, the Mr. Funny Moves guy.
See how many nightmares he can give to Dion, even though Mr. Twosome Dion is the nightmare within himself. And he hangs out with Logan. Let's see how this goes. See, Dion is out looking for revenge for his partner. But, I mean, if Andrew didn't beat Logan, then Dion would be wrestling his partner right now. And it looks like Andrew was going for that early, was going for the happy ending early, but Dion was able to reverse that. And just a running slash. Dion with the arm drag. Off the ropes and then a knee to the gut and just pounding the back of his head. Yes, I said pounding.
A little ground and pound.
And there it is, a nightmare.
Here
This
goes.
could be over early.
Keep up. Keep up.
But Dion is able to survive that nightmare. Thought it could be over early. I think these wrestlers are tired from the first round running knee strike. Just sweeping him off his feet.
Oh.
Running drop kick to the face. Go to sleep.
He's not going for the pin.
Jump spin DDT there.
I remember someone back there used to use that called Land of SmackDown.
That's what he used. That's what it was called in the video game, so.
Yep.
But this ain't no game, this is real life. And that brainbuster DDT there. Oh, 2.9 from that. Are you serious?
This could be over real soon.
Facebuster there. Did Andrew put up too much of a fight? Did he give too much in that fight against Logan to get to this match? But also, if Andrew wins this match, he will go on to face his Wolfpack brethren,
5 minutes gone.
Ken Washington.
Okay.
No, it's
Oh.
could be a disqualification.
Oh, I see.
So illegal head pound.
Illegal pounding?
Yeah, illegal poundings.
Sounds like a good night to move.
Sounds like, yeah.
With a nice clothesline.
And the elbows to the back of the head. Andrew was just face down. Atomic Buster there. Seems like something Andrew would pull off. And the stunner, this could be over, but Andrew just gets up. No says
Another stunner.
And Andrew's knocked out. Andrew is knocked out. Dion knocked out Andrew. How does something like that happen? This match, tonight is a night of unexpected mayhem. I don't understand what just happened there. Dion knocked out Andrew with a stunner. After we thought Andrew no-sold the first one.
Expect the unexpected.
This is a tournament for the ages, guys. And here we go. We got Checkmate Morgan McCurdy versus Ben Frame. Let's see. Ben's next match here. As we start to make our way through this tournament. Kojak's laughing at the blessing in the chat. I think I might have to book that match. Kojak's versus the blessing. We might have to book that for next week. Already in the ring is Checkmate, who made his debut in the first round and won that match. And now he's facing Ben Frame, who is also the National Honor Wrestling World Champion. He was made reference to that earlier. Ben also has his band, Born with Stitches. They'll be playing in the Ohio area. So when they do a show again, I will let you guys know about that. And check out Ben this weekend on at Hello Souls Gaming. Andrew has accepted the challenge of Kojak. Or I don't know, Kojak didn't really challenge him. I made the match. So Kojak's versus Andrew next week on Undisputed Underground Wrestling. And we'll see how they go after both losing 2 nights. So let's see if Ben could be a multiple world champion here and win UUW's world champion, as he is also National Honor Wrestling's world champion. Or can Checkmate become a world champion in his debut, like the Big Show did back in 1995? Yes, we know our wrestling history here. And we don't act like it didn't exist, because it did. We just know we're better than the rest. And Ben Frame just taking it to Checkmate right here.
Checkmate just looks tired. He looks really, really tired.
He is probably not used to that flight over to Japan and then that UUW style. Mr. Gray really took off on him, and he barely survived that match, so he could be tired. And Ben Frame did end his match quickly. Ben Frame had the quickest match in the first round, where he hit 2 black masks, and the match was over within a couple of minutes. So Ben Frame is probably the freshest person still in the match, or in the tournament, I should say. The jet lag as well, that's right.
5 minutes
Locked in
gone.
nose, and there's the pedigree.
Pedigree!
Kicking combinations from Ben Frame. Ben Frame likes those kicks. I like how going to Japan, we have a built-in excuse for all of us. we always blame it on the jet lag. When we lose, hashtag jet lag. And a power slam. And Ben Frame with another submission, just trying to wear down Checkmate there.
That's their veteran presence in the ring.
That is, Ben Frame has made light work, and here it is, Black Mass. And that could be over. Another quick victory, let's see.
Oh!
And Checkmate is able to kick out, but Ben goes for it again. We saw this in our last match too. And Checkmate is bleeding, but he's still able to kick out with the arm wringer right there, and just kicks him in the face. Checkmate is bleeding all over my ring after I just cleaned it up after Corey bled all over the arena. Kojak, I should say, sorry. Bled all over the arena, and now here Checkmate is bleeding all over the ring again. I don't have that many ring mats, okay? There it is, jumping cutter. George, you missed like the entire first round, bro. You missed like one hell of a match, like probably match of the year candidate from all promotions between Xavier and Kojak. That has to be match of the year, right, guys? Xavier versus Kojak. We should probably do end of the year awards too. That's something we should probably look into. But with the anger,
stealing.
the ref doesn't know what to do, even though he just watched Ben take that chair out of his magical pockets.
Vintage. There we go. R.I.P.
And now Ben with a BWS taunt there. Sorry, it's been a long night. I'm losing my words. And he's trying it again. And the ref still looks shocked. Doesn't know what happens here. Checkmate with the clothesline, but Ben just gets up and hits him with a spinning kick.
All those educated feet.
Checkmate looks tired.
Play.
Too close to the ropes. Full Nelson slam from Checkmate, trying to get these power moves in, but he is tired. And the devastating choke slam. See, could this be it? No, he doesn't go for the pin.
Why are you not going for the pin?
He's too tired to lay down. Trouble in Paradise from Ben Frame. Oh, and there it is. The devastating face pressure.
That was a must-see TV face pressure right there.
Wow, wow, wow!
A Claymore style kick from Ben Frame there. Checkmate off the ropes with the face pressure. Planning Ben into the mat. Is he applying? Oh, Superman punch. Off the ropes and another face crusher.
I think this guy's allergic to pins.
It seems that way. Ben just taking a break, chilling.
Taunting him.
It's like, I could end this whenever I want, but right now I'm gonna punish you some more. Gutbuster draping Checkmate across both knees. And there it is, triangle choke. And that's the match! That's the match! Ben Frame taps out! Ben Frame tapped out!
What?
I can't believe it. Another tap out, another surprise. Wow, I don't know what to say.
Expected, man.
Nothing against Checkmate, but that came out of nowhere. Ben Frame hit 2 black masks. I thought it was over. I thought he had control, but he took his time taunting. He thought he had it in the bag and just kind of sat down in the middle of the match, and I think that's what did him in. This is crazy. Our next match is going to be The Savior versus Brian Connor. What'd you do, Ben? You did you pass out? Is that what you're claiming? You too, Corey? You passed out too, Corey? Yes. Making his way to the ring right here is Brian Connor.
It's a jet lag, I'm telling you.
I don't know. Maybe logged in, guys. Maybe logged in could be a submission pay-per-view. Submissions only. All matches have to be I Quit matches or something like that.
I think Mr. Ben Frame needs an all kicks match.
We can look into something like that, or maybe just some of the matches. But here we go, The Savior. The winner of this match will go on to face Checkmate in the semifinals match. And the other semifinals match that will take place after this is Ken vs. Dion. But we'll see how this goes. Leapfrog. Ryan Connor showing that he still has energy, but is that a good idea right now?
The Savior's got to be tired.
After
that was an amazing match with Kojak. He's got to be tired. I'm running on low right now.
Griggs, you got that feeling because you know that I am the best, and somehow Ken just always ends up following me, riding my coattails. That's why you got that feeling. I think Logged In should be a submission pay-per-view. What y'all think? Y'all think our next pay-per-view, our next live event should be a submission? All submissions. With that moonsault, double stomp there, and does it again. Xavier brings him out, and then running leg drop. Hurricane Rana pulls him away from the ropes. And that drop salt, but Xavier is tired already. That first round match.
Yeah, wore him out.
Codebreaker.
Could this be it? Oh, with the kick out.
No submissions. Pins only. Too close to the ropes. What's up, Buster? We got a special surprise guest right here.
Buster, Buster.
And that running famouser.
Oh.
And again, a codebreaker. Shooting star press.
Right in the middle of the ring.
2 count only. Roll through double stomp. And there's the sharpshooter. That's how Xavier won the first round. He does go to that quite often. X Factor there. Back and forth kicks. And Ryan gets up. Ryan's not giving up that easy.
With the Ric Flair pump.
Dragon screw. Pulls him away from the ropes again. Just to lift him up. Pele kick from Ryan Connor.
Oh.
Wheelbarrow Bulldog. Ryan is pretty proud of himself there.
He's feeling himself right now.
Both men are down.
With a double headbutt.
Drop kick from Ryan. How does he follow up? Spinning kick. And he just drop kicks him out of the ring. Somehow he magically went through the ropes. And why is Ryan, what is Ryan doing? Trying to pin him on the outside. This is not a false count anywhere match.
11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Someone better get in the ring.
17.
That was close. Ryan almost won by count out there.
That would have been a horrible way to win. I'm sure he'll take it. Oh, another pin. What?
What?
You
Ryan
kidding me?
Connor with the win.
Wow.
Ryan Connor pinned the Savior. He will go on to face checkmate.
So whoever you think is going to win is going to lose.
This is... I have no words. I am shocked. I was not expecting that. I mean, again, nothing against Ryan Connor, but for the match to end just out of nowhere, I think a lot of these wrestlers just put too much into the first rounds, and they are paying for it in the second round. But this is crazy. And up next, our first semifinal match, Dion versus Ken Washington. Let's see what we have here. Ken Washington looks to become a two-time champ, or a double champ, I should say.
Trying to become the National World Champion.
The National World Champion. Yes. I'm not sure how that works, but that's right. The National World Champion. Mr. Washington looks ready here.
Here comes Dion.
And I'm still shocked from round 2. That was crazy. All members of the Wolfpack advance to round 2, and then Ken is the only one to survive. This is... I don't know what's going on here tonight, guys.
Maybe Kojak has a voodoo doll in the back somewhere.
Maybe, they thought we were the street prophets and poisoned us. I don't know, logged in over here. Ken wins, it's a conspiracy because of BLM. Oh man. I'm still in shock. Maybe the conspiracy that logged in is over here talking about is actually them with the conspiracy and doing stuff, poisoning us in the back. It could be it. But let's see who makes it out of here. Ken in the corner. And just a triangle choke.
So was that the tarantula or the... What was that?
I don't even know what he
forever. Here he goes again.
calls that. It's almost like a tarantula, but a triangle choke instead of a...
Call that prime time.
Prime time. And he's just going for it again. What is he trying to do here?
Maybe he's just trying to wear him out.
It's 3 times. And Ken couldn't get him up. And then a low blow.
Not something the ladies want to hear.
Ken with that cutter out of nowhere. And I'm sorry guys, I'm still at a loss for words after round 2.
Whoa, vicious spine buster. On the pine.
That reverse lung blower and then the pinning combination there. 2 count.
Yeah, I was not giving up that easy.
5 minutes gone.
Bricks in there talking shit. I think I'm gonna have to put Bricks against one of the logged in members next week.
Oh, all the way outside of the
1,
ring.
2, 3.
I don't know, maybe we'll do a tag match. Maybe we'll go Pharaoh and Mr. Gray versus Bricks and Ryan.
Right now, Dion is controlling this matchup.
1, 2,
He has
3,
all the momentum.
4.
Oh, here goes Ken with the chair.
Ken said he's tired of this. He brings the chair into the ring.
One, 2.
Ken with the pin.
Vicious goes line. Another. Ooh.
It's Iron Claw. That's how Ken won the first round match there.
Now the momentum has shifted.
Spinning.
Whoa.
Suplex,
That made me dizzy.
And it's official. Next week on Undisputed Underground Wrestling, we will have Pharaoh and Mr. Gray from Logged In taking on Bricks and Ryan Connor. That match is booked, ready to go. Kojax will face the Blessing Andrew. Those are 2 matches you can look forward to next week. Spinebuster again from Dion.
That looks like it took out more of Dion.
10 minutes gone.
Brainbuster elbow drop and
Oh,
Dion
go for it.
that scorpion hold.
Keep up.
And an armbar. These submissions kind of get scary because you never know who's going to tap out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Kane with another
7,
chair.
8, 9, 10, 11.
Tombstone to the outside and another chair. How many chairs does this guy need?
15.
Got 2 chairs in the ring, 1 chair outside. That float over stunner. Elbow drop again. Ryan, you got dragged in because, like, unofficially, you Bricks and Rob Anderson are UNT because everyone kind of has to be in a faction. And there's his stunner. That's Dion's move. Could this be over?
2, 3.
And that's it over. Dion beats Ken Washington. What is going on here?
What a nice run, Mr. Ken.
What? What is going on here? This night just keeps getting crazier and crazier. Ken Washington, I believe that is his first defeat here in UUW. Losing to Dion, who moves to the final round.
And my dreams of a national world title are dashed.
Just this is one crazy night as we move into our next semi-finals match to see who Dion will face in the finals. Either Checkmate or Ryan, who are both surprises to be here, to be honest. This is Checkmate's debut night, and he is all the way in the semifinals. And I had my money on one of the Wolfpack members. I thought they would get it this far, but no Wolfpack member remains. And this is just
Crazy.
I'm at a loss for words. This has to be one of the best shows.
How much more these guys have left in the tank at this point, though?
I do not know.
We saw how tired Checkmate was in the last match.
Let's see how
Somehow
he
pulled it
proves
out.
And Ryan pulled it out against the Savior in surprising fashion. Let's see how much he has left. But to be our first live event, humble beginnings. I don't think we could ask for a better show. This just had everything that we could ask for. This has been a crazy show. Let's see. Let's see who walks out with the world champion. So who's going to make it to the finals? Checkmate or Rockstar Ryan Connor? Swinging neckbreaker from Checkmate and just stomps him. It's devastating close on it into a submission quickly. That's not a bad idea there.
Not the way things have been going tonight.
Try and wear him down early. Get that submission in. And there's Ryan with his own bow and arrow backbreaker type. Oh, there it is. That's his move. And into the Boston Crab. Sorry, I'm shocked. I'm at a loss for words. I forgot what these moves are called. Reverse tombstone from Rockstar. And a flipping Simson splash.
Oh, with the reverse from Checkmate.
So yeah, guys, everyone is what you call it, teamed up basically. So Ryan, Connor, and George Bricks and Rob Anderson are all UNT. That you have logged in, obviously. You have the Wolfpack, which is also GMO. You have Logan and Dion. They're also a thing. I don't know what their team name is yet. You have a couple others that will be forming here shortly, especially as we get to into our tag team titles. And there's the move that put away the Savior, but Checkmate is able to kick out. Here in the coming weeks, we will be moving into our tag division to crown those champions. And Rob Anderson is Jag Gibson in UNC, the new guy. We have all kinds of tag titles. We have a regular tag team champions. I think we have a 6-man tag titles. We have a 8-man tag champions. All kinds of stuff.
Oh, he uses the pedigree on checkmate. This could be it.
1, 2.
Oh, and almost checkmate is able to kick out. Pele kick from Ryan Connor. Off the ropes, and then a wheelbarrow bulldog.
Oh, this could be it.
Give up. Give up.
Dragon sleeper, but checkmate's able to kick out, or not kick out, but escape. See, I'm all discombobulated from that round too. I don't know what's going on anymore. This is crazier than Nitro in '96.
Give up. Give up.
Yeah, he's in there, George. I mean, you was locked up when he joined, and we was waiting for you to come out, and then UUW took off and everything. But he's in there, so we'll try and get him in UNT, because UNT needs some new blood too. So
With the running bulldog.
just punches, and Ryan Connor looks to be out of it almost.
Another running bulldog.
Let's see, trouble in Paradise. See, I'm
We're just all over the place right now.
all over the place.
10 minutes gone.
Need that raise.
Reverse tombstone. This is it.
1,
This could be it. I thought he was coming down for 3, to be honest. And here's that move again. This is how he won in the second round.
1, 2.
Another
And
kick.
another kick out. That is one of Ryan's go-to moves. He has won with that match, not
There he
only
goes
tonight,
again.
but in previous weeks. And he's trying to put this match away. But checkmate is not having it. And how much energy did that take out of Ryan? He can't capitalize. He is able to reverse that full Nelson.
Oh,
Reverses his
reverse.
tombstone. What does Ryan have in store here? The wheelbarrow bulldog again. And a running power slam from checkmate. In the corner, what is checkmate going for here? Oh,
Whoa.
Ryan reverses into a tornado DDT from the middle rope. Out
With
of
the choke
nowhere.
slam.
1, 2, 3.
And checkmate moves on to the finals. Checkmate beat Ryan Connor to move on to the finals. This night is out of control, guys.
Not bad for a running back. I mean, a rookie.
I don't know what's going on here anymore. But we have Dion, who has been around since the beginning but hasn't done too much, making it all the way to the finals. And we have Checkmate, who just debuted tonight here at Humble Beginnings. He was just signed at the end of last week. And here we are with him in the finals to become the first ever Undisputed Underground World Champion. Are you guys ready for this? I don't know if I'm ready for this match.
I don't know either. This is crazy. This is insane. But this is what it's all about here, folks.
And here we go.
The richest prize in all the land.
Here we go. The final match. Dion versus Checkmate to crown the first ever Undisputed Underground Champion. This is... I don't know what's going on here.
Well, popular consensus would be that Dion would be the heads-on favorite, of course, but everything we've seen from Checkmate tonight, who knows? And what a night this has been. What a tournament.
Is Corey, you're telling me like I don't know what's going on here. This is not who I would have picked to be in the finals, to be honest with you guys. I mean, the only thing I predicted is Logged In losing in the first round.
Fight.
But otherwise, I don't know what's going on here.
Start up with a reverse tombstone.
Dion just taking it to checkmate. Right off the bat, trying to end it early.
Oh, with the
blow.
low blow right in front of the ref.
This ref does not care about anyone.
He doesn't care about chairs or low blows or nothing. He is letting it all go.
I think the ref is, I mean, he did get knocked out earlier. He was bleeding. We could only, oh, and there's a stunner already.
Trying to end it here.
But he doesn't go for the pin. He did not go for the pin. I'm lost, guys. If I'm just lost. I'm in shock from
Oh,
the
with
events,
the vicious suplex.
German suplex, and checkmate can't capitalize. Dion is moving fast tonight. He is not letting up.
He is motivated.
I would not have expected him to be this far. There it is, that vicious
Oh, the Boston Crab.
clothesline into the Boston Crab. That's right. But Dion's able to get out in a spinning neckbreaker. So, Kojax, what I might have to do is change some of your moves. I'm thinking about it because some of the moves go with compatibility. So they're stronger. And there's the finish, the stroke. I don't know if you want to call it that, but...
Oh, almost.
But yeah, like, I'm gonna have to check your moves. I might have to give you a little bit, or all of Logged In. Have to check the fighting style with the moves.
With the pedigree.
And the pedigree there. And this is how he won in the previous round, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That triangle choke.
And another choke slam.
The devastating choke slam just lifts him up way up high and then brings him slamming down.
This match taking its toll. This whole tournament taking its toll on both these guys. This is what it's all about.
Oh, that float over suplex into a stunner.
Cover.
1, 2, 2.9. Oh my god, that was close. Thought it was over there. Yeah, Kojak, hit me up. We got a lot to talk about. We gotta Oh, there it is, a stroke again. That's a move.
1, 2.
Oh,
And a kick out.
Another stunner.
This stunner out of nowhere. But Dion doesn't go for the cover.
Goes on the outside here.
1, 2.
Dion did not go for the cover. There it
Another
is, another stunner. Is Dion trying to go for the home run and just knock out checkmate like he did to Andrew in round 2? Or yeah, in round 2, when he did knock out Andrew. And that's it! Another tap out for Texas Cloverleaf, and checkmate is our first ever Undisputed Underground World Champion.
The rookie.
I cannot believe it. I'm at a loss for words. Congratulations, checkmate. But that was, what a night, what a tournament. We now have our first ever Undisputed Underground World Champion. Everybody is already trying to vie for their shot at the championship, at the title. We will be on the hunt to determine our number one contender heading into Logged In next month. More details on that to come, but Logged In will be our next live event sometime in the middle of September. Checkmate will be defending his title against somebody. Ken Washington, most likely, unless they're in the tag division is coming up too. We got a lot of stuff happening here at Undisputed Underground Wrestling. But I'm shocked.
What a tournament! What a tournament!
I'm shocked that.
I hope nobody went to Vegas on this one.
What a night! What a tournament! Our first ever live event, Humble Beginnings. I mean, I couldn't ask for a better show. Thank you guys for watching. Thanks for the like. Thanks for the support. Make sure you visit, check out our sponsor, Humble Beginnings. Check them out on Instagram, Humble Photos 661. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Share the page. Logged In members, hit me up. We've got a lot of stuff to discuss coming up. We've got a lot of things going on. Check out Ben Frame's Hollow Souls Gaming this weekend. He's going live. Check that out. Check out Logged In's podcast. It's on my page already. Check that out. And tune in next week as Andrew the Blessing takes on Kojax, and Pharaoh and Mr. Gray from Logged In take on Bricks and Ryan from UNT. That happens next week on UUW Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 o'clock Pacific. And I will catch you guys later. Thanks for tuning in.